Hello guys, so this video is going to be my April wrap-up. In April I only read 3 books, completely, which is a bit sad, but it's because I got COVID, like real bad. Like I was really sick and I couldn't even like open my eyes. I was like really I was really sick. That's not nice. And yeah, so like the first 2 weeks were like going so well. First week and a half going so well with my reading, and the second like the last day of the second week of the month and the third week of the month was like totally ass for my reading. I was like, I couldn't even like start. I already started a book, but I couldn't continue it. I was like so sick and I was really tired since I didn't like I couldn't sleep since I was really breathing like badly. I wasn't breathing real good. Only 3 books, but like it's a good match because I like them. Like 4.5 star for most of them, so that's great. The first one I read was, I'm not sure, I just want to be sure, was Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. I already said Kemmerer, but it's not. It's Bridget Kemmerer. So Defy the Night was a real good book. I liked it a lot. So this is about like a girl who is stealing poison. We're stealing the antidote to a pest or like a really deadly disease that's going out in her kingdom, and she's giving it back to the person like who are in need. So they're like poor, since the king and the prince are like selling it to the people, but you need like 4 or like more dose to be able, like per day, to be able to like be alive. So yeah, so she gives back, and this is the first POV, and the second POV is the one of the prince, which is like described as like a ruthless and heartless king who kills everyone in his kingdom who are not like enough for him, or like bad and did something like not good for his kingdom, so he kills them. But he's like not at all that, as you see in the book, and I really like it. The main character could be a little bit less annoying. She was kind of Tessa. Her name is Tessa, and she was like meh. Sometimes I was like, can you shut the fuck up already? So yeah, I like the prince, which is, his name is Korik. I really liked him. I like some, I'm supposed like I'm the bad boy and I put up this front, but I'm really like a sad little boy who has like a trauma and stuff. So I really liked it. I really liked it. I gave it 4.5 star. So that's great. And it's a duology, and the next one is coming out soon. I don't know. I think it's coming out this year or like early next year. So yeah, I really liked it. Typical YA. What can I say? I liked YA and my tropiest thing. Like, it's enemies to lover, and like the boy falls in love first too. It's really great. I like it. So yeah, I really liked it, and there are some tropes if you don't like it. Everything is itchy. I'm sorry. So yeah, there's some trope, like really really big trope, but I like my trope. I like the tropiest book, so yeah, I liked it. Like I said, it's a duology, and the second one is coming out soon, and I'll probably pick it up. Like, real. I want to know. Although you could consider it like a standalone, since not a whole lot is happening at the end. Like, it's not a plot twist or a cliffhanger. It's like, oh, okay, that's what happened. Like, but I think it's like with her new position in the kingdom and everything, like, what can she do now? That's what is gonna be the topics of the second one. But yeah, I like it. 4.5 stars. So yeah, it's the first one and the first book I read in April. The second one was Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Chef's kiss. I really liked it. I gave it 4.5 stars too. I really thought this was the plot was really 5 stars for me. It's just how Evangeline, the girl is Evangeline Fox, is so like a pick-me girl. She looks like a pick-me girl. Like, can you shut up already and like do something, or like stop whining about your ex-love and everything? You have a perfectly good bad boy right here. Like, shut up. So yeah, that's the 0.5 star that got away. But like, the plot was really good, and it was one of my 5-star prediction. Sadly, it's not a 5-star because of the main character, who is a little bit annoying. But yeah, I really liked it. This is about a girl who, like, in this world there is like gods, something like that, fates, which they're called, but it's like gods. They have like magic power, and they can like touch upon some things. Like, there's the Prince of Heart in this. There is poison. There's like a vampire. It's weird, real weird. So yeah, and the girl goes to the Prince of Heart because she wants to like get back with her love, who she thought was imprisoned, not imprisoned, but like enamored, like under a spell from her like stepsister. It gives me really a big Cinderella vibe, since the step mom is like a real bitch, and the stepsister is a real bitch and a witch. So yeah, and she wants to get back with it's her first love, and he's falling in love with her sister. So she's like, what? So yeah, so she gets there. She's like, I want to have him back, and the dude is like, okay, I'm gonna just need like 3 kisses from you. She's like, what? Because his kisses are deadly. She was like, yeah. He's like, I don't want you to kiss me, I want you to kiss someone I want. So she has 3 kisses, and she needs to like kiss some different person he's gonna choose. So it's like, oh, suspenseful, and you're like, probably one kiss is gonna be his, and you know. I know. It's great. I liked it. It's different from what I've read so far. Like, you thought it was going away, and like she twisted around, and she's like, ah, that's not gonna happen. Like, I know you wanted it to happen, but she's like, no. The author is like, I'm gonna give you this. That's like, I did not want this, but okay, I'm gonna go with it. So yeah, it's fun. It's a fun read, for sure. Yeah. There is a second one coming out too, and I want to know what happened. I like read it in 3 days, and I was like, I really liked it. it's a big yes for me. I really liked it. Like I said, 4.5 star is great. And yeah, really liked it. Couldn't say I really am in love with Jack. He's the Prince of Heart, Jack. And he's like a bitch. But you get to like love him. And you're like, I'm so sure something's gonna happen between him and Evangeline. Which he calls her his little fox. Since her like last name is Fox. Yeah. So I really liked it. I encourage you, if you like retellings. This is a good retellings. Cinderella retelling. And Cinderella is like my favorite like stories from my childhood. So yeah, really liked it. And the last book I totally finished in April was Only a Monster by Vanessa Lynn. This one is the All Crate exclusive, which has dark sprayed edges, black sprayed edges. And I gave this one 3 star, I think. This was the one I tried to pick up before I got COVID and couldn't like go through it as I got COVID. And I don't know if it's because of me or it's because like the story wasn't engaging enough. How can I say it? I liked the plot, but I didn't like the turn they were going with. Like, the girl is a monster, and her entire family is a monster. So monster can take time from human to travel back in time. That's what their like traits are. And the girl is not only a monster, she's like half monster, half human. Like her dad is not a monster and everything. So her family tries to like hide it from her since she was a little, but she's like, this is sus, you're all like dressed up for like another time. And they're like, that's because we traveled back in time. But yeah, she's like, what? Anyway, and one time she's like super in love with a dude who is Nick, I think. I'm not sure if it's Nick. Yes, it's Nick. I'm so good. Yeah. So she's so in love with Nick, but we don't like see why. They're already in love by like the first chapter. So like we don't see them met. Like it's not showing, it's really saying in this book, which I didn't really like, since they were supposed to be like so in love and totally in love and blah blah, but she had more chemistry with the other boy, which is Heron, which is another monster, which gives off real Draco Malfoy energy. Like I pictured him like blonde and like snobby ass, and yeah, so real Draco Malfoy energy. But yeah, and she had more like chemistry with him than with Nick, which is supposed to be the main love interest. And was like, girl. Like, so yeah, that's what I didn't really like in this. But the plot was really good. I like the like chosen one and you're supposed to kill your lover type deal. And I really liked the end. The end was what like brought it back for me, or like what saved it, if I say that, if I can say that. Yeah. The end was what saved it. Like the story was like, it's a lot of discovering the world. Like I think 75% is like trying to know what it's like to be a monster, and I'm like, I really don't care. But yeah, and the plot is like in this 25% at the end. So yeah. What else? Yes, so the Joanne was like plain. Like the main character didn't have any flaws, didn't have any real quality. She was just plain, like something you could see in a fanfiction, which like don't have any personality, since you want your reader to like be able to put themselves into the book. But I didn't want to be Joanne since she made some decision I couldn't, right? Like, I wouldn't in this situation. Like, I would just not care about Nick. And yeah, it's a soulmate, like, trope in this shoe. Usually I like soulmate trope. Like, you're meant to be with one another. But in this, it's more showing than... it's more telling than showing. Like, saying than showing. So I was like, where are we, like, knowing that it's her soulmate? And, like, where are we seeing that they're meant to be together and everything? Like, it's not because they cross paths, like, 3 times that we're like, she's gonna be in love with him for the rest of her life. Like, no. I think this one too is in a trilogy. I don't know. I'm gonna go check. Yeah, it's the number 1. Yeah, it's supposed to be a trilogy. I don't know what she's going to do, since the main, like, focus or, like, main big thing is resolved in this one, and you could totally, like, read it as a standalone. Like, I thought it was a standalone because all of the story is said in this book, and, like, maybe if I want to see more of Aaron, which I liked, I'm probably gonna check out the second one, but I don't want Nick anymore. Like, I don't care about him. Like, really, I know she's like her soulmate, his soulmate, or whatever. I don't care. So yeah. So that's what concludes this video. I did start Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson, but I'm like at 75 pages in, and it's like 500 pages, so I'm not done, not near done. So yeah, so this was all of what I read in April throughout my sickness in time. And yeah, so you can tell me down below if I did a good job at describing the book, since I'm trying to be able to, like, describe books and, like, plot a bit better, since I'm really not that great at it. And yeah, but I'm better. I think about it, and I know I'm better when I already, like, read the book. It's easier this way. Anyway, so I'll see you guys in my next one. Hope you like this one. If you did, you can drop a like down below, and you can subscribe if you want to see more of my face. So, bye!